Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, March 2nd. I have to be careful. Apparently people are stealing my channel. I gotta watch out in case somebody tries to take it over again. Alright, I think my channel is secure so we can continue the video now. Although, in my defense, Iba, I didn't ask you to do a video because I know that you don't have your own internet. So I was being, like, considerate. Jeez. And also yesterday, Iba and Ono said that I gave them the topic of leprechauns to discuss. However, I didn't know what they were doing when they were talking to me on Facebook. I thought Iba was telling me to give her a random topic about like her English 191 class or something. I had no idea that they were secretly filming and taking over my channel. Never trusting Iba again. But today, we won't be talking about leprechauns. I'm sorry, Nakapel. We're going to be talking about earthquakes! Yes, earthquakes! Why are we talking about earthquakes though? Because I was reminded that Japan has them the other day. Up until now, I haven't really experienced any earthquakes since I've been back in Japan, and I thought maybe Fukui just doesn't get them, which is partially true, but also ridiculously false. The actual one I was in, the epicenter was in Gifu, and for me, it was just kind of like a whoa. What happened? I was half awake, alright? It was like 5 in the morning. Come to think of it, the earthquakes I was in Akita also happened in the middle of the night. Coincidence? No, earthquakes are completely random. But if we want to talk about big Fukui earthquakes, we have to go all the way back to June 28th, 1948 at 5:13 p.m. That quake reached a magnitude of 7.1, and the epicenter was up in Maraoka, which I haven't visited yet, and I want to go visit. But that quake killed 3,769 people. Japan, you see, gets 20% of all the world's earthquakes. In just a day, Japan can get about 100. But of course, they're really minor and you don't feel them. Japan actually gets around 100,000 earthquakes a year, but only one of those is like seriously damaging or, you know, makes the news. The most famous quakes in Japanese history was the Great Kanto earthquake in 1923. That one killed over 100,000 people. And a little bit, you know, closer to us would be the Kobe earthquake, or also known as the Great Hanshin earthquake in 1995. That one killed about 6,000 people. Currently, Japan is waiting for the gigantic, enormous, holy crap Tokai earthquake. They've been preparing for it for over 25 years. That's older than me. Earthquakes may not be as predictable as we would like them to be, but they do seem to follow a certain pattern, which is why we know that the Tokai earthquake is inevitable. How it works is the Philippine plate is moving under the Eurasian plate in a zone of subduction, like this. The last time this quake happened was in 1854, and the one before that was in 1707, both of which were a magnitude of 8.4. Following those two were ones in 1605 and 1498. The earthquake appears to keep repeating itself around 110 years, give or take 33 years or so. But now it's been 157 since the last one. Japan is on edge. Get it? Get it? It's on edge because there's plates that are on edge of crushing, and it was funny. But they also predict that this one will be worse than Kanto and Kobe. It's also interesting to note that Japan has its own scale for measuring earthquakes. Instead of using the Richter scale, we use the Shindo scale. Now, Japan likes its technical terms and stuff, so I've altered the descriptions for a more simple-minded audience. So the scale starts at 0, which is basically nada. I'm sorry, nothing if you don't speak Spanish. The number 1 is kind of like this. Did you feel something? Nah. Number 2 is like this. Five more minutes, Mom. 5. Oh, that was an earthquake? Okay. A number 3 rating would be, dude, that was an earthquake. Sweet. Number 4. Maybe we should get under a table or something. Yeah? Okay. A number 5 earthquake feels like this. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Note, there is a weak 5 and a strong 5, so base that on the amount of vomit that comes out of your mouth. A number 6 would be like this. I've fallen and I can't get up. There's also a weak 6 and a strong 6, so base that on the amount of times you try to get up and fail. And this is what a number 7 is like. Ah, mother beep, son of a beep, ah, holy beep. And that's the Shindo scale. It is good to know, though, that they are trying to find ways to predict earthquakes, although it is almost impossible. Did you know that there's been ongoing research about catfish being early warning earthquake systems? Apparently, they are extremely sensitive to electric waves, and they can react to the faint underground stimuli. In all the cases, the catfish have reacted unusually to 31% of all the cases that were of 3 or greater on the scale. But in case you don't have a catfish warning system, here are some ways to be prepared. So I have here a list from the Japan Meteorological Agency about the items you should have prepared in an earthquake emergency bag. So I'm going to read you that list now. Okay. Have a radio, flashlight, batteries, helmet, 3-day supply of rations, water, matches, soap, tissue/toilet paper, a pocket knife, utensils, cups, underwear/socks, first aid kit, towels, pictures of arashi, gloves, writing supplies, umbrella, common riders, plastic bags, blankets, a whistle, and rope. You tell me which ones don't belong on the list. Hint, soap wasn't on the real list. Now, as quickly as I can, I will answer some questions because I know this video is getting really long. What was that gold man? The gold man was a statue representing the cool second-hand electronics store behind it. What is the most popular means of transportation there? Giant robots. Is that girl Japanese? No. What is the beginning song called? It's called Melky by Kimeru, and you can download it or you can buy it and be nice to Kimeru because he's not a very big artist. It is on his new album, Anatomize. If you have given me a big question or a question that can be a video or a challenge on its own, I have noted it and it will be done in the future, so you don't need to keep reminding me about that topic. I do have a list. Remember the invisible list? It's not actually invisible. It's just invisible right now. Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. Rocker Pell, it's time for your debut. I know you've waited 7 months, 8 months, I don't know how long it's been. And just before that, it was in 1703. Damn it, 1707. Earthquakes! Oh gosh, that's not good. Okay, don't quake that again. Earthquakes! Here we go.